stand by for action.
Thanks for joining me. My name is Dave Milner. I am the Unpleasant Blind Guy, and I want to welcome you to part 2 of this episode of the Unpleasant Blind Guy on EDL Radio. Now remember, if you want to contact me with comments, questions, show suggestions, Awesome American suggestions, I'm available at UBG Contact on Twitter, on social media or I can also be found as Dave Milner or Agador. That's Aggedor on Mumblet, the Tea Party Community, Spreely, Minds, MeWe, or Gab. Now let's begin.
We've got some other speeches that we want to be playing just in a second or so, haven't we, Dave? The first part of the show went very quick, didn't it, Dave?
It did. It did go by very fast, and it's important for people to get these speeches and everything, and I hope the audio is okay, guys. We're going to run this next set of speeches now. This is going to be about 11 and a half minutes long, and remember that these are.
If I'm right, Dave. It's James Goddard, who is an active patriot, an awesome gentleman, and also one of our golden oldies, Ian Crossland. Dave, I thought I'd like just to introduce the gentleman before we play the clip. But,
give a little color,
dear friend.
All right, give a little color, Jeff. Definitely, okay, guys. But this is those fellows speaking at the memorial yesterday for Kevin Bunny Crean, and you're listening here, guys, to the English Defense League radio show. This will be about 11 and a half minutes. Here we go.
Kevin as a person, I met Kevin 6 years ago. You know when you meet somebody, you get that connection straight away. Me and Kevin had that connection. I think it was a Bournemouth demo EDL was done. And the first time I met him, we tweaked and he was a family man. I got letters in mine saying you can't get out. He can't wait to get out to spend the time with his family and brother. Sadly, when Kevin was in jail, the family lost the brother. So that's 2 children in 18 months. The family lost. Yeah. And that's, losing one child is enough, but 2 in 18 months is, I take me after the family. They've been so strong and they've allowed me to be with them all the way, and I've been with them and I'm in contact with the family, and I always will stay in contact with the family as long as I'm about. But right, Ian, can you have a chat now and run out of words with me? Yeah, right, let's welcome Ian, please.
Quite a few of you don't think know of me for a while. I've had my fallouts with it, the right-wing movement, but this is something I'm passionate about. I know Kev last year. We were here for last Justice Fund, and they did exactly the same as this. We're not here to stroke his own ego. We're here to tell about the failings, the police, the courts, the prison service, the failings they did, the lack of care they had for one man. This bloke shoved a bacon sandwich on a mosque, which apparently he didn't know, but he was part of it. And he got sentenced to prison. They did not follow up in their duty of care to look after that man. That man had problems. That man, over his life, had suffered with different issues, different personal struggles. They knew about this, and they did not give a flying fuck about that.
No, they don't. Yeah.
They did not give a toss about how he was. They put him in general circulation with the people that he opposed. It doesn't matter what your political stance is. That man was in a dangerous position. That man had issues within himself. And they did not care. They did not do anything to protect him personally. They left him. This is what's happened. But this is not just about money. This is about all of us. Any one of us will be caught up in that system. Any one of us can be neglected because we do not toe the line with the political correct shite that's going on. If you've got an opinion, you're willing to stand up, you're going to be vilified by the system. You are not going to be protected unless you are a left-wing, a commie, a bootlicker for the fucking left. This is the problem. And this is why a man a lot of us personally knew has lost his life. This is why his family have lost their son. This is why his brother, who relied on Kev, who relied on him to be there and support him, has lost his support because the system does not care about anybody who does not toe the PC line. These people here from different organisations. Britain First, I have no love for Golding, but that man is being victimised by the system. Tommy Robinson, love him or hate him, he's being victimised by the system.
Yes.
Melanie Shaw, another one, being victimised by the system because they had the guts and bravery to stand up and say their piece. Well, Kevin did exactly the same as that. And he's took his life. He's took the life of quite a few people. Yet the system, the people who sit in that building behind you, do not give a monkey about how you feel, what you are worried about. He had genuine fears about what was going on within his ramifications, within no-go areas, within the care that these were getting over the people of the area. He made a protest, put a flag up, somebody put a bacon butty on that mosque, and they're more bothered about offending them, about putting a bacon butty, than they were about the man who has fears for his own family, his fears for his own community. They don't give a toss about him because he wasn't paid into the system like the halal system does. He wasn't paid into the system and funding politicians, cash the questions. Judges, he wasn't backhanding them exactly as he's happening within the system. He stood up and defended what he believed was right, his national identity, and that man has suffered for that. His family are still suffering. It's time everybody stood up. Political alliance, group alliance, voluntary loss of it, stand up, say your piece, and do not give a toss. Because until enough people stand up and say their piece, them courts will just ride over you roughshod. They will not care that you fear for your children, your family, your schools, the education of children you don't even know. We stand here because we protect not only his own children, not only his own beliefs, but for the beliefs and freedoms of everybody else. Exactly as why we want to be out of Europe, because this is England. This is not a European state. People like Bunny should be protected over mass immigration. People who hate this country. People who cannot stand you, in your opinion. They only want to protect, supposedly, the weak. Look at their Tommies, look at the left. Labour, they stand here and say, protect the minority, protect the immigrants. Yet their party policy is for the many, not the few. Well, why are they standing up for the few instead of the many? You're the many, I'm the many. Look after me before you look after other nations. Follow to everybody else, England first, and look after us. Look after us.
What was I going to say? Kevin as a person, he's a fan, he cares for his brother, and he loves his brother, he loves his family so much, it was unreal. As I said, I kept him come. I made him a promise outside this crank court. I made him a promise, and I stuck to that promise. and I will always stick to that promise. I will be here, I will be calling this every year until I'm here, because we will have a Justice for Bloody demo every year outside this Crown Court. Hopefully it'll get bigger, and we can build it up. Yeah, 5 accounts injustice of prisoner, one prisoner. I'd like to get back to like the prison officers that were actually taking the drugs and mobile phones into the prison. Now, the security staff said that they can't do nothing about drones coming over the wall and going to cells, right? Yeah? Shoot the bastards out. That's what I said, they can't do that. So they're not protecting the people that should be protected. As Ian said in his speech, you know, Kevin should have been protected. He was put in a secret cell. That makes him a target anyway. You know what I'm saying? That makes him a target because he said his racist and his views are a load of bollocks. We're all here for, like, because of our beliefs. You know what I mean? The big guy, the left here today, they always cheer us up. You know what I mean? Didn't it? You know, the left always cheer us up. So we are missing you, lefties. Judge Lambert, I don't think he should be a judge in that Crown Court. Personally, I don't. I was up in front of Judge Lambert years ago, and he used to be a soft judge. Because when we found out Kevin had Judge Lambert, I said, oh, we'll be alright, we'll be alright. So, that's it. It can happen to any one of us. We can go to a demo, and the clock, we can get arrested, put in prison, and that's it. You know, we're not coming out of that jail. It happens to any single one of us, so respect to every single one of you that have attended today and come here in support of Justice for Bunny. Thank you.
Oh, lad, well said. Justice for Bunny! Justice for Bunny! Justice for Bunny! Justice for Bunny!
Justice for Barney!
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 We want justice for him. We want justice for them all. That's why we're here. We're sick of it.
Yeah, well, I think the fact is, I don't think they've had justice, but I think they've accepted what Kevin's had here, and he's actually got on him the 5 accounts that was actually new, but I ain't got my reading glasses, so I can't read it. So I was just so to show you the actual effect of their neglect in Orfield Prison. And that's our establishment again, letting people down, letting us down. Seems right wing, they get ostracised, is that good? You know what I mean? Like, and the left get away with f***ing everything. And they're here for one thing, and that's to cause violence, to stop us from our speech, free speech. Where's that gone? I think somebody's going to do a speech in a minute about free speech. Am I right? Yeah. So.
There you go, guys. That's the second group of speeches. We have one more. And welcome back to the English Defence League radio show with your host, Jeff Spider Mitchell. Jeff, your thoughts?
Yeah, well, as I say, quite moving speech, and you start to understand, you know, how much Kevin's brother needed him. That's the thing. His family needed him, and he needed, you know, while he was in custody, help, and they didn't care about him. They let him just deteriorate, and it was said that there was some pictures. His friend was saying that he saw some pictures of Kev, and he couldn't believe how much weight that he'd lost in that time. So it proves how much he suffered, or they let him suffer. You know, it's totally dereliction of, you know, of their duties as custodians of prisoners as such. a total travesty because, as you say, his views don't go with the narrative of this left-wing political correct bollocks. Excuse my language, ladies and gentlemen. You could buzz me there, Dave. Here you go, pal. But that is the truth, isn't it? It was. Listening to that again, and it shows you, he just, not just Kevin, not just a patriot, but a family man, someone that was loved by his family, loved by his friends. He was a decent chap, a patriot. Because these days now, to be classed as a patriot, if you're in the British Armed Forces now, they're telling you to look out for signs of being a patriot. And that goes against the norm. So it proves how sadly reflection of this country really has become. And I know the military are up in arms about this, or what they're trying to say, that you shouldn't have any patriotic thoughts being a part of the British military. Hello? I'm sorry, Dave, my mind is wandering away. It's just, it's been part of my mind today. That
well, we will
just
cover
can't
that
believe
later,
it.
Jeff, for sure. We will be covering that.
Dave,
we will be covering that later,
just,
for sure.
Things go through my mind, Dave. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, well, I know, yeah, and we will be covering that a bit more later, for sure, because it's just amazing. Now, the thing that gets me is that it's been said now that Muslims did not kill Kevin Bonnie Crean in prison, but to my mind, this is even worse, though. The system killed him. The system under which he was born and which should have cared for him while he was in the custody of the prison system. He was killed not by the Muslims, but he was allowed to die by the system, which should not have allowed that to happen. And Jeff, you talk about how he lost weight. Okay, he may well have been in the same position Tommy Robinson was in. He may well have been in a position where he had to, get his own commissary because he was worried about possibly being poisoned by the Muslims. This could very well be a part of it. Again, it's a failure on the part of the system, and an intentional failure on the part of the system, because if you talk to any of these dandy boys, they'll say, well, we don't care if some racist dies, now do we? Old chappy. No, that's how they feel. But let something like that happen to a Muslim, and there would have already, Jeff, been investigations. There would have been boards of inquiry. People would have lost their jobs, possibly even gone to jail themselves.
Human rights would have been involved, Dave. Let's be honest.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it would have been a big, huge dumpster fire, 4-alarm mess. But it wasn't, because this was a patriot. This was someone that loved his country and wanted to see it protected, and did something that, frankly, just warranted, just a fine at most. All right, but instead, the system imprisoned him, and then the system allowed him to die. And Jeff, if you'll, if you're ready, we'll play the last group of speeches here. If you're ready.
Yeah, please go ahead, Dave. Thank you.
All right, brother, I will. Now, this here, guys, is the last group of speeches from yesterday's memorial for Kevin Bonnie Crean, and you guys are listening to the English Defense League radio show. This is about 12 minutes and 20 seconds long. Here we go.
I'm going to put it on anyway, guys. Jim Edwards, then.
Oh, Jim! Go, Jim!
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jim Edwards, and I'm here to pay tribute to a fellow Englishman who fell victim to a poisonous system of injustice. I heard his story of how our band Ronnie made the fatal mistake of expressing his love for his nation, and I feel compelled to help make sure that his story gets the attention that it deserves.
Well, so, Jim,
The funny thing about stories, we all know the story that underpins this nation. Possibly the oldest story of all, that's St. George and the Dragon. Some of you will know that this story is an amalgamation of other stories that came together as our people found themselves on this island, found each other. What you may not know is that in those stories there is an element now lost in this tale of St. George, and that is how sometimes the hero fails to make it back alive. Often he is poisoned by the venom of the monster before he defeats it. I don't know if you believe that Kevin Crean was purposely poisoned in prison or not. I'll simply agree with me that our corrupt society poisons us in all manner of ways every single day of the week.
Yeah.
But there is one thing I'm sure we can all agree on, and that is Aim should never have been there in the first place.
Yeah.
No one should ever be silent in his own homeland, and certainly not for brandishing that flag and symbol of everything we hold dear and holy. Our ancestors did not give their lives fighting in all those wars that built this country for our patriotism to be caged by cowards and cuckolds. Free speech is the antidote to that poison which corrupts our society. But what and where is our dragon, you ask? Well, I say our dragon is chaos, and only order can defeat chaos. We must bring order to our lives and discipline ourselves for the good of this nation and the memory of Kevin Crean. That's why I'm here today, to tell those of you that rightly want justice for your fallen brother that the best form of revenge is success. And only by changing ourselves and avoiding all poisonous politics that stand in the way of our self-determination and national unity will we have a chance in our regaining free speech. Our dragons have never been so powerful, proximal and numerous as they are today, but all that means is that when we are victorious, those who do manifest the necessary discipline and will to survive will be raised aloft as heroes and English pride, and their sons will be the standard by which all future men are measured, as we prove to the world that England is not finished.
Hey! Go on, Jim. Yeah, Ishak, we know he was a foreigner. We're not saying anything different. We've had immigration before, but we don't have the barbaric like we're getting in now.
I'm going to put somebody on that speech that upset the left as well, but you know what I mean? I'll make the decision to put him on.
Get him on then, what are you doing?
He is.
Go on, Jim!
My name is David Goddard. So why are we all here today? We're all here because we're standing up against injustices that have been facilitated by the establishment, by institutions like that, by officers like that, and by the traitors that sit down there.
Shoot!
I've travelled up and down the country for the last year, and I met an amazing woman, amazing families, Tracy, Nicola, Sarah, Cole, Stacey, and their story inspired me to go that extra step. You see, they're victims of injustices as well. Their 3 boys were murdered and it was covered up. It was covered up by the police, it was covered up by the CPS. The driver's not on the correct charges. It should be 3 murders and 2 attempted murders, but instead it was death by dangerous driving, and he's had his sentence reduced to 10 years. And then you look at the case of Bunny. What was his crime? Leaving a flag of this country outside a mosque that is on English soil. They didn't put the poppy burners in prison. They're not putting the hate preachers in prison, and they're not doing this because they are facilitating our downfall. We, as a people, as a community, must come together and challenge the narrative that is being perpetrated by the left. Every single one of them, every single person here, how many times have you been called racist?
Oh, too many.
It's all the time, and they continue to put labels on us because they want to scare us into silence, and we can't allow it to happen. We've got people all up and down the country protesting and standing up for what's right. We've got a political class that are betraying the people. How many years ago was it that we voted to leave? 3 years ago. And what's happened since? Every single person that has voted for Brexit has been called racist, has been called fit. And now we're seeing a private prosecution against Boris Johnson. Now, I'm not Boris Johnson's fan, but surely that sets the precedent where we can bring people like Tony Blair, Alistair Campbell, Jack Straw. We can bring them before the courts to get justice, but it won't happen. We have got to change this system. It's only us. It's up to us. And we've got to do it. We've got to do it for the people that laid down their lives in World War I, World War II, the Iraq Wars, Northern Ireland. We have to be their voice, and we have to continue to fight. We're seeing the veterans being persecuted by the British state, yet IRA terrorists are given a free ride. This isn't England. So what do? We punish them at the ballot box. You saw in the European elections, Tommy Robinson got the highest vote ever for an independent candidate.
History maker!
And what that man went through on his campaign trail, we had threats from followers of a certain belief system. We saw in Milkshake. We saw a political rally with women and children attacked by Islamic terrorists, and the mainstream media ignored it. They tried to put the blame onto us because they fear us. So my message is this, it's really quite simple. All of us together, get our heads together, build a network, and scare the people. Scare those people over there. Scare the people that sit in here Monday to Friday, and let's make a difference, because this country means so much. It is the greatest country in the world. We can't allow communists, globalists, Islamists, Wahhabis to destroy it. It means too much. So, thank you.
Hey, well done, James. Well done, lad.
We got enough!
Excellent. R3.
Yeah, thank you for coming today. As Lord, that's some really good speeches, and we're for one reason, and that is to make people aware, but obviously as we've been, nobody's listening to us except for ourselves. But I think it's going live on YouTube.
We're live.
So it's getting out there. We need to get this out there. So everybody watching this, share this video. Share John Lawrence's video. Get it out there, share. Let's show the whole world that we are here for justice for buddy, and we ain't going to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lucy.
R3.
Right then. Yeah. I'd like to thank the two liaison officers that I've been working with for the last 6 months every day. They've been really good. And I'd like to thank Steve Bristol for taking over everything, because I couldn't do it through personal family reasons. So thank you for them. Thank you all for coming. Yeah, thank you all for coming. I know the people here, right, and they travelled from Manchester. They travelled from
Birmingham, Yorkshire.
They took out their time to come down here and sit outside the Frankfurt. Walsall. So everyone watching this, you can see that there's people travel from all around the country, come to the Bristol Crown Court, with Terry Crayon, who sentenced to 12 months in prison in his court by young Chucky Lambert, and he didn't come out. 3 weeks, less than 3 weeks, that man had death. And he was out. He was going to be with his family. And it happened the day after Boxing Day. What a Christmas present for the family. Shame on the government. Shame on HMP Bristol. Shame on Bristol Crown Court. Shame on the establishment. Shame on you. Shame on you.
Shame on you. Shame on you. Shame on you.
See that? In Bristol Crown Court, or any Crown Court, right, they let people, non-English speaking people, yeah, and they groom children, babies, and they get 12 months, 2 years in prison. I don't understand it. My dad's prison sentence was 10 months for 10 lumps of fucking cheese. 10 months for 10 lumps of cheese, alright? People go out there, they molest children, they rape our women, our children, And they seem to go to court and get, oh, mental illness and all that. You know what I mean? We do it, we're a fucking racist right-wing fuck. Get that? Go. Yeah, I'm running out of words, man, so I'm going to finish it now. Thank you all for coming. Alright? Really appreciate every single one of you that have come today. As I said, you all come from far and wide. There ain't many of us here, but because you all travel from far and wide to respect Kevin, Bunny and the family, respect for everybody that comes, and hopefully we'll see you all next year, but more people. Yeah?
Yay!
Thank you all for coming. Right, a little message. Get the family, get dad, needs anything. Right, yeah, all you've got to do is get in touch. Ian's just poor me. Right, yeah, so that's why I give that to the other person.
When you're in a Britain person.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what you want to do. But Mike knows that anyway, but you know, I'm stuck with the family and I ain't going nowhere. Yeah, same. Yeah, man, that's it, I'm thinking it. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's it, all right, you know what I mean? Right, justice for Barney!
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 I'd like to thank the family as well for, like, letting me be involved in it all, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, you know what I mean? Thank you all for coming to see it.
Well, that was very moving, wasn't it, Dave? You know, and it goes to show you the people come from all over the country. Bristol's a long way from, say, Birmingham, Yorkshire,
right,
and across wherever parts of the country people have travelled up for. But it goes to show that we do not leave anybody behind. We've always said that. This Kevin was our first, you know, patient that died in absolutely horrific circumstances. That's why Kevin Crayon will always be that little star out there. And I know he's looking down. He'd be looking down and he'd be so thankful that we care. We're not going to let him be forgot. We've said this right from, 3 years ago when we heard the horrible news, didn't we, Dave? That we would never forget Bunny, Kevin Crayon. And every year, I mean, I think it was said that every year there's going to be a memorial on behalf of Kevin and his family. Said it a few times. It's the right thing to do, isn't it, Dave?
Yes.
But some really, really moving speeches from everybody, and I knew the way that his dear friend, he was talking about his friend, and you could see the emotion on this young man's face. Someone he cared about. He was part of the old EDL days with Kev. They become best mates, sort of thing. To actually be talking about, Kevin in a past pretext is that must have been very hard for that young man, especially being probably one of his closest friends. And he done it. I think he done his family proud, and he done Kevin proud what he did. He found it very difficult, and you could see that. But that's what we're there for. Family's family. I mean, any of our patriots are family, and it was good to see the rest of the family turning up across the country, isn't it, Dave?
Right, Jim.
But yeah, very moving, and this, as I say, ladies and gentlemen, the sad thing about the day is what I said. It was marred by bully boy tactics of the, well, call them what you like. I can't even call them. It used to be a name that used to be called the police. Well, they're nothing like the police of old. These are intent in causing people harassment, even threatening people with tear gas spray. These were people who was there to pay their respects. They weren't there to cause any problems with anybody apart from paying respects to have fallen, one of our fallen patriots. But they decided, yes, the SS, because that's the only thing I can look at them and say, they decided, or been told by authorities high, make their lives as uncomfortable as you possibly can. So they surrounded a group of patriots who was there to pay respect to a fallen patriot. And then making their lives as most uncomfortable. You did see some of the pictures, Dave. If you panned around the square, it was just full. Talk about overkill, what the police, they say they haven't got the resources. They had the resources yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
They had the resources.
Yeah, exactly.
About numbers. The Patriots by about 5, even 10 to 1. It's just unbelievable. It's overkill. For what? For what? And it's going to spray people in the faces. I do know that James was assaulted by one of the little coppers there. Actually was assaulted and threatened with tear gas. So it just goes, and what? Because they were trying to get home? All they were doing was trying to get home, Dave.
Yes,
that's the whole thing about it. It weren't they was ready to kick off for the police. There was no chance to stand against the police. They was outnumbered for God knows how many. They weren't there to cause any problems. And I think they were totally disrespectful to the Patriots and, of course, to Bunny's family. Totally disrespectful. Proves how much they care, about people's feelings, doesn't it? That's what what I've been left with. But we'll be back again, just to give a shout-out to you Patriots. Don't forget, this time next year, go back in double, triple force. Let's see Bristol literally surrounded by Patriots. And let's see what they do then. Instead of intimidating decent, law-abiding people. Dave, thank you. Thank you for the great work you did. And it was some of them. The sound quality could have been better, but you just use with what you got with the resources, don't you, Dave? And
exactly. Now, guys, one of the things. Yeah, it was a good day. And guys, now Jeff and I both put up some videos from the aftermath of this, which is what Jeff is talking about. It's called police harassment, and you can find those on, on Gab and MeWe. Again, I'm Dave Milner or Aggedor, Aggedor, in those places. Gab, MeWe, Minds, Spreely, the Tea Party Community, Trumptown, or Mumblet. Okay, we put those in there, and the thing that
and on my Facebook page as well, Dave. They don't take down my Facebook, so
and on Jeff's Facebook. And what struck me about this was that they were ready to arrest people for disobeying a dispersal order that they wanted to give them when they were trying to disperse, when they were trying to go home. And what the hell is that? And the diminutive cop, Jeff, the one that you were talking about, the diminutive quote unquote policeman, was talking to the fella, and he was saying, well, where do you live? And the fellow told him where he lived, and said, well, that's a long way to walk. I mean, what did these people did they want Scotty to beam them up? I mean, they were trying to walk to their cars or whatever, and go home. They were dispersing, and they were talking about giving them dispersal order. We're dispersing. Again, how fast can we disperse? We can only walk so fast, Chief. It's just ridiculous, Jeff, and disrespectful, as you say.
Dave, as I've always said, this isn't. I've seen it so many times. I forget when I was on demonstrations, and we've done the demonstration. It's all done. It's all dusted. But then your mate turns. You said, "Oh, we got all the crap now of trying to get out of here, Jeff." I say, yeah, I know, mate. And here you are, stuck for another couple of hours trying to get out. You know, especially like at Birmingham. I'm in Birmingham, trying to get out of Birmingham. It was about 2 hours. There was hordes of Muslims there, ready to kick the shit out of you. You know, you just having to duck and dive, letting Dave get his motor and come back and pick us up and go away. But even the police were trying to stop you getting to the cars. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, it's always been this way. They've always given harassment. They've always tried to make your life uncomfortable. They've always tried to give you that impression, don't come back because you'll get the same sort of problems you get. But that's never stopped us, though, Dave. We know.
No.
You know, they think we're clowns or something. That, oh, this is really going to scare. You do not scare us, you idiots. All you do is make us more determined. We've always said that. Just mistake makes us determined to come back even stronger, and no matter what you say, no matter what you do, no matter how many times you thump us with your truncheons, your sprays with your tear gas, we're still going to come back. You know why? Because we're in the right, you're in the wrong, and that's the way it is. Sorry, Dave.
Yeah, it is, Jeff. Yeah, no, you're right, man. You're right. There's no reason to apologize. You're absolutely right. And it's a good thing to say to these people, just so they understand this. Now, we're going to get into the next thing. And that is it for this time. Next time, part 3. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for listening, and may your God go with you. Goodbye. The Unpleasant Blind Guy is copyright 2019. Anno Domini. Now for Dave's Canes. Extras that help you navigate the new media world.
Conservative media done right. You're listening to the SHR Media Network.
Hey, this is Michael Wright.
And I'm Shannon Wright.
Join us for The Right Way with Shannon and Mike, Monday through Thursday from 7 to 9 a.m. right here on SHR Media.
Why are they joining us?
For fun things like sports, politics.
Oh, maybe some news and entertainment?
And all kinds of other things.
Money and recipes and events, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, so join us Monday through Thursday, 7 to 9 a.m. here on shrmedia.com.
From a public locker inside a dilapidated Long Island rail station comes a show designed to piss off liberals using truth, facts, and ridicule. The Lid Radio Show, featuring the conservative voice from the People's Republic of New York, the Lid himself, Jeff Dunitz. Tune in every Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific on the SHR Media Network. Go to shrmedia.com. At Lid Radio, we fight for the truth, justice, and a good kosher T-bone. If you don't listen, Hillary Clinton might sneak into your bedroom in her housecoat late at night and blame you for her election loss. It's the Lid Radio Show with Jeff Dunitz.
It's your business diva here, Melanie Collette. I am inviting you to a front row seat as I discuss some of the most intriguing details of wealth and finance with today's movers and shakers in the world of business. Listen in and discover financial truths on a global, domestic, and household scale. Uncover topics that will impact your wallet today and in the future. Money Talk with Melanie airs Monday through Friday, 5 p.m. East, 2 p.m. West, right here on SHR Media and High Plains Pundit Talk Radio. You can't afford to miss it.
The new show on the SHR Media Network, Sackheads Against Tyranny. On shrmedia.com. Go there quick like a bunny, 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific every Wednesday. Live and direct on the SHR Media Network. shrmedia.com. Be there.
Broadcasting behind enemy lines in occupied California, a mere 2 miles from the state capital, the bloviating Zeppelin's Berserk Bobcat Saloon radio show can be heard every Tuesday and Thursday night at 8 p.m. Pacific and 11 p.m. Eastern, only on the SHR Media Network. Go to shrmedia.com to listen. You can also watch on the SHR Media Facebook page and the SHR Media YouTube channel. No goldfish were abused in the making of this ad.
Hey girls, Carry Girl Gear is here. More and more women every day are concealed carrying, participating in competitive shooting, and getting firearms training. It's not a boys' club anymore, and we don't have to shop in their stores anymore either. Finally, a cool and unique clothing line just for women. Dope tees and hats for the patriotic concealed carry and 2A girl. So what are you waiting for? Go check out carrygirlgear.com today.
Conservative media done right. You're listening to the SHR Media Network.